Movie review for Christians to pray the movies, and it's about the movie called Smallfoot. And I was a little concerned when I was watching because, well, this is an animated film, a comedy. In general, good for kids because they're not going to catch some of the innuendo anyways. But I was thinking there may be an anti-biblical or maybe an anti-Christian element to it, but I'm not sure. As it went on, I wasn't sure. So, but I'll tell you why. Because they had this thing called the stone, the Bigfoots, the Yetis. They lived above the mountains, and the Smallfoots, the humans, lived down, way down below, and they were separate. And most of the people, I mean, all of the Bigfoots had never met any Smallfoots, but they suspected they might exist. Kind of the way humans speculate about a Bigfoot or Sasquatch existing, based on innuendo and stories and things like that. And but the Bigfoots had this thing called the stone, and the stone was always right. Anything the stone says, written in stone, they're not to question. And they had one leader uh, who made sure everybody obeyed the stone. And one day, one of the Yetis actually encountered a Smallfoot who had crashed in a plane, and then suddenly the wind whisked him away and erased any trace of it. And so nobody really believed this Yeti that he had seen a Smallfoot. And the stone says the Smallfoot doesn't exist. And the Yeti refused to recant his story, and so they banished him from the village because he was contradicting the stone. And the leader tells them, never question the stone. And there was some maybe innuendo that maybe they were trying to kind of mock Christians for trusting the Bible and trusting the creation story as written, and that Christians are like kind of idiot soldiers who just obey what they're told. I wasn't sure if they were trying to say that or what, but there was some of that in it. So, but then the movie progressed, and the Yeti who had encountered the Smallfoot got some inside information from the leader of the Yetis, who admitted that yes, they do exist, and that we had to escape them because they wanted to kill us. And so he asks the Yeti to this time recant his story based on the knowledge he's given him. So this time the Yeti agrees because he knows that they need to keep the Yeti people away from the humans, so they won't be killed. Funny thing is the Yetis are scared of these small feet, just as the small feet people are scared of the Yetis. And so the story goes on, and then there's an encounter between the Yetis and the Smallfoots, and they get to know each other. And at the end, there's like, you know, "KUM BAH YAH," hold hands, things like that. And for Christians, I listen to this radio show called Coast to Coast with George Norrie, often in the middle of the night when I'm waking up and I can't sleep that well. And they really love to speculate about aliens, not illegal aliens as we call those who come into our country, but aliens like Martians and things like that, and UFOs. They really love to speculate on that and think maybe it's real. And and so I don't know. As a Christian, I just think I don't think. I mean, I have a hard time believing in another world, another ET extraterrestrial realm as big as our universe is. I get the feeling from the Bible that God just created us, His special creation, and everything else, anything else living is like animals and plants and we have dominion over that. I mean, I just don't have a, I just really am disinclined to believe in aliens. But anyways, and I think it's a fruitless endeavor unless at some point we see obvious, objective evidence that there is, rather than speculate over and over and over and over and over that there should be, there could be, there must be. I think it's a distraction from our mission as Christians. We want transcendence. We want to escape the ordinary. So we like science fiction. We like to go to movies that take us away. And, you know, and some people turn to drugs and whatever, other types of things that become addictive, to take them away from the world, when we should be finding our transcendence, our escape, so to speak, in God, in the Bible, in prayer, and in evangelism. And I think that we should try to stay away in general from too much of that speculation and concentrate on doing what we can and should do right here and now in this world for our fellow humans. Evangelism, helping others, creating a better world as much as possible in this broken, fallen world, but mostly fulfilling the Great Commission. And I think we're wasting a lot of money trying to explore Mars and outer space so much that it becomes a fixation. And we have humans here on Earth living in terrible conditions, and yet we put billions, even trillions, into going to Mars and things like that. So that's my prayer, and I urge and encourage my fellow Christians to pray for thinking about the here and now, what we're doing with our fellow humans, especially for Christians, to try to continue to reach them and pray for and with them and tell them the good news and do what we can as Christians and with our money here and now. God be with you all and bless you. Have a great day.